I'm going to walk through the TMC of a MT665D today. TMC, there's a number of ways you can navigate through it. I'm going to use the scroll wheel on the side mainly. You can scroll it to select what screen you want to go to and then push it in to select that screen. You can also use the buttons down here to escape. Your soft keys on the side will also let you select. One thing you'll notice, each screen here, the very first button associated with that screen is going to get you into that particular window to configure different settings in that section. So we'll start off on the transmission side. You'll see that when you're on the transmission screen, you can link your SV1 and your A engine speed together, and also your SV2 and B engine speed together. What that's going to do is when you engage your SV1, it'll bring you to your preset A engine speed. So you'll both match speed, ground speed, and engine speed. And you can also do that with SV2. You can have them both locked together. Let's go into the transmission screen. First thing you'll see is reversion responsiveness, SV responsiveness, pedal responsiveness. Those three things are going to change how aggressive the tractor speeds up and slows down. You have a range of between 1 and 4, 4 being the most aggressive and 1 being the least aggressive. That's going to depend really on the application and the operator, how fast you want to speed up and slow down. Reversion has to do with the joystick, when you're pushing that forward and back. SV is your preset speeds, ground speeds, how quickly it'll get up to speed, and your pedal is your foot pedal. The next thing is road supervisor. Now it's called road supervisor, but in all reality it also has to do with your field and road, any travel. What that percentage is how far off of your desired speed that the tractor will get before it tries to make an adjustment. So what you'll notice is if you are going through the field and you're getting a lot of lunging back and forth, you may have that set too low. It's continuously trying to adjust your speed for the conditions. Now if you're going through the field and you're continuously below the speed that you want to be, you might have that set too high. We like it right around that 10 to 15%. Seems to work really well. PTO supervisor is very similar, only it has to do when you have the PTO engaged and how far off of your rated engine speed you can be before it makes an adjustment. That one we keep fairly low. I'm going to escape out of that screen. The next window is your power management. Now power management, you're going to be able to define some parameters for when you're using power management. The first thing is your minimum idle. When you have power management engaged, you can select what the lowest engine speed that the tractor will allow itself to go down to. Very useful if you're in a PTO application, planting, maybe using a lot of hydraulics. You know you have to have a certain engine RPM to have the hydraulic flow that you need. So we can just click into that and set it up to anywhere we want it. I'll just select 1300. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this PM trigger, power management trigger, since it changed on us when we selected that. This clock is actually continuous, so it'll continuously be in power management, which means it's going to continually vary the engine speed between our minimum and our maximum. I can change this back to none. Now it's only going to do it anytime I do a function. Like if I pull the park lock off and were to put it into gear or use a hydraulic function, it's going to go up. You can also change this so when you use the PTO, it engages a 3-point, a cylinder, Basically whatever you want, however you want it to configure. Max idle, just like the Min, pretty self-explanatory. You can set it up 2160, you can set it all the way down as far as you want. I recommend just leaving this all the way up to 2160. That way if you get into that condition where you need that power, it's available.